Hey y'all, so it is a very windy morning here in beautiful Key West, Florida, and today we are beginning our preparations for the next leg of our circumnavigation. We're going to be leaving Key West and we're going to be heading all the way across the Gulf of Mexico to Isla Mujeres on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. So today we're going to be filling up our water tank with our Rain Man water maker desalinization system. On board Tela, we use a Rain Man portable desalinization system to make our fresh water from seawater. The system uses a high pressure pump and reverse osmosis membranes to desalinize the seawater. The first thing we do is take out the seawater intake hose and place it into the sea. Next, we make sure the Rain Man unit is in a level position. Then we fill the super reliable 50cc Honda engine with gas. Next up on the list is to set up the reverse osmosis filter membranes. The green hose is for the brine water discharge, which is placed overboard. The white hose is for the freshwater product. The black hose is the high pressure line that connects the reverse osmosis membranes to the high pressure pump unit. Once all of that is set up, we start the Honda engine. After the engine is started, we check to make sure that brine water is flowing through the green brine water discharge hose. Then we remove the cap to our onboard freshwater tank that holds 300 gallons of fresh water. Then we slowly turn the pressure valve to increase the pressure in the reverse osmosis system. The pressure is set to 55 bar or 800 psi. Then water flows out of the white freshwater product hose. Now the manual says let the fresh water flow for about 30 seconds. Now I usually wait for a full minute. Then we simply taste the water. If there's no salty taste, then the white product hose goes into our fresh water tank. The high output Rain Man water maker system makes between 26 and 37 gallons an hour. And that there, folks, is how we make water at sea on Tela.
You can probably hear the water maker going. As you just saw, Sean is making sure that we are making water and everything. He ran to the store really quick, and when he gets back, we are going to go and begin our provisioning for our journey out of Key West and into Mexico. I don't remember what he said, if it's going to be a 3-day or a 4-day, I don't remember, passage that we're gonna do. So we need enough food to go from here to there, and then he and I also need to talk about what provisioning is going to be like in Mexico, because if the provisioning there is good, then we don't have to be as heavy-handed with our provisioning here in Key West. Or if the provisioning where we are going to be in Mexico is not so great, then we do need to really load up this time before we leave Key West, because once we leave Mexico, then we have a little bit, to say the least, longer of a passage after that. We are actually going to go to Publix, which is about a 3-mile walk from the marina. It is a little bit of a walk, but that's okay because we do think that they will have everything that we need. And also, Sean went ahead and purchased a couple of extra gas jugs or fuel jugs and filled those up just in case of any like emergency where we're really trying to boot scoot and get away from weather or something that maybe we didn't expect or popped up out of nowhere and we just gotta go. So and we are going to be doing some longer passages in the future, so while we had easy access to go ahead and grab those jugs for fuel, he went ahead and did that as just like a means of preparation. We will be crossing the Atlantic not super long from now, so we're gonna
like a dog, getting paid like a puppy.
like water jacket, rain jacket on to prevent all of the water from getting all over me, and it covered the top part of me great. Love that, but I ended up getting my shorts really wet and it looks like I peed on myself. So I'm just gonna have to walk around like that until I'm dry. Sean was the smart one, and he brought clothes to change into. So he's about to go change, and I'm just gonna sit here and wait. All right, so I'm going to Publix first, and I'm gonna get our list started because Sean ended up getting caught up in Office Max while we're out and getting errands run, getting everything done before we set sail. So he's gonna meet me over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. He finally showed up.
I'm here. I've never had spicy chicken noodle.
Wanna try spicy? We like some spice.
Yeah, try spicy.
Okay. don't have any idea how we got all of these items in the dinghy into the boat, but we did it. If there's anybody that I believed I could do it with, it is Sean Young. I thought he was coming in, but that's still Lila coming in. Anyway, wow. And if you think that the provisioning job is over, it has only just begun, because now everything has to be unpackaged and we have to throw a lot of, or probably all of, the cardboard packaging away, because that, we have heard, attracts insects and different things and potential problems. So we have to like basically unpackage everything, label things, yada yada yada. But we're back at least. We have it all here on the boat. It's in the salon, it's in the galley, it's in the cockpit still. There's bags up there. I mean, nav station is full, but we could definitely cross the Atlantic with all of this stuff. Still haven't unloaded all of the cold stuff out of there, but just for perspective, this is everything we got. So, quite a bit.
Hey y'all, so here we are on our final day in sunny, beautiful Key West, Florida. We've been here for several days getting lots of stuff done. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're gonna pull this hook up and we're gonna head southwest. We're gonna head down off the north shore of Cuba, and we're gonna stay 20-30 miles north of the shore of Cuba and head west from there to the Yucatan Peninsula. But before we do all that, we got some work to do. We got to get this dinghy back up on these davits and secured to go out to sea. So we're about to get to it. Now the first thing we have to do is to take the Yamaha 15 horse outboard motor off the high-field dinghy and use our hoist system to safely get the motor up on board and placed securely on its rack. Next, we lower our heavy-duty stainless steel davits down into position. Then we attach 4 1,000-pound rated keeper ratchet straps from the davits to the dinghy lift points. Then we manually pull our dinghy up using our davit hoist pulley system. Now, it is extremely important for us to get our dinghy super secured, because out there on the open ocean, you can have some really gnarly high following waves. Now, water is extremely heavy. 1 gallon of water weighs about 8.34 pounds. So I guarantee you, the last thing you want is to have a huge wave crash over your dinghy and fill it up with hundreds of gallons of heavy water. This would be incredibly dangerous and could even cause structural damage to the stern of our boat due to the extreme weight. So to avoid this whole scenario on Tela, we secure our high-field dinghy high and tight on its side in a knife-edge position. This leaves only the dinghy bottom exposed to the following seas, making it nearly impossible to be dumped full of water from a huge crashing wave. Now, after the dinghy is locked in its knife-edge position, we then add 2 horizontal, crisscrossing, 500-pound rated keeper ratchet straps to secure the dinghy from any lateral movement side to side. And once all of that is done, our dinghy is locked and loaded and ready to head back out to sea.